Deep, huh?
There's something I kind of want to mention briefly today that has to do with these We've been receiving a lot of comments. People who have pools and people who don't have pools, so they have observation that trees might cause a problem. And when we talk about trees causing a problem, it's two effects. It's the roots. The roots can possibly cause damage to the walls of the swimming pool, and also from the leaves. The leaves are dropped. It's just a maintenance matter when it comes to that. But more importantly of those two are roots. Now you can put plants. You can actually Google, and you will see there will be sites that will tell you what plants are acceptable, that you probably will not have any issues with at all with the pool if you built it around close to the pool or even in the center like we're doing with this pond right here. And typical varieties of plants or trees that can actually cause extensive damage to your swimming pool. Mainly what I'm talking about is the roots will grow, they will expand, and they will put pressure on your structure, and it could cause a crack, damage, and then you would leak leaking, and then you have to do a lot to fix that. Now, palms are not an issue. So our pond that we have there is not going to be an issue in the center. They are traditionally put around swimming pools, natural ponds. They are put around constructed ponds if you have like a koi pond or something like that. Especially if you're on a resort or a hotel or something like that. You see that all the time. You won't have a problem with that. The cacao over there, the cacao tree that we have, nice thing about the cacao, although it can potentially grow to be a very, very tall tree, if you don't prune it, if you don't have an aggressive pruning plan, the roots on that are taproots. Now, when I say taproots, there's basically two types of trees rooting systems. One is a taproot, where the taproot goes pretty much straight down. There's one big root that goes down, and it doesn't do a lot of spreading of big roots around the outside. It's like mahogany. We have mahogany trees all over this area. And the mahogany trees, what happens is they're very invasive. Let me give you an example. This will be a perfect example. What happens when you plant something of the variety of mahogany tree concrete. Now, all throughout our community, we have mahoganies that were planted in supposedly. We have a half-meter easement from the sidewalk. Here, takes you point here. You see that area down inside there, that's for planting plants, not high-growing plants, especially if there's electrical wires involved. But it's the easement that you have, and that's usually part of the restriction of any planned community subdivision such as ours. This is a mahogany tree right here. Now, what happens? Mahogany here also. I don't know if you can see it, but you should see the elevation. It's pushed up underneath the sidewalk. And the sidewalk is pushed up so high up here, it's raised it up on the backside. And normally what it does, and all throughout our subdivision, you'll see it's all broken. All the sidewalk is broken from the roots expanding from big trees like this. Now, this isn't really that big. I want to show you another one that's right behind our house. And it's actually not in mahogany, and the mahogany do the same thing. But I kind of want to show you how big some of the mahogany trunks. Yeah, although this is not a mahogany tree right here, let me show you what this can do. I'm not going to have this out here, but that's all needs to be clear. And I've already got the developer fix this sidewalk. You see what this has done. Root structure right here. And we have mahogany all throughout this mahogany here. Now, this is interesting right here. This mahogany, I don't know what happened. I want to show you the root system. This is actually exposed, and I don't understand how it got up this high. I think when they were clearing one up over here, They pumped up a bunch of soil here and they planted right on the top. Instead of planting it, they're digging down, leveling to the grade of the street. And they planted it in the top. And these are mahogany roots. You can see what they'll do. They'll go and they'll push up. This is so high, it's done very little damage so far to this road here. But they are very damaged. The point is, roots can cause a lot of structural failure when it comes to concrete if you don't pick the right type of tree. Now, after careful consideration and listening to you and doing the research, I think one of the two trees, that are the bigger trees that we have planted around the pool, I think we're going to relocate it. And it's not going to be a problem because I just planted it about 3 or 4 months ago. So the roots it'll be very easy. And it has to do with our mango stem right here. Now, the mango stem, it can grow to be a very, very tall tree if you don't aggressively prune it like I was talking about. But even with aggressive pruning on the mango stem, the pruning isn't going to stop all of the problems in the spread of the roots, because root systems on the mango stem, they don't have a taproot that goes very deep. They spread out from side to side. And if you have any type of, it's going to look for moisture. Let's say that. It's going to look for moisture. If you have a small crack or a porous outside on your on your concrete hole, it will put roots inside and it will spread, continuing to look for moisture. It will go through that film layer that we talked about on the outside, and eventually it will probably cause damage to the skeleton, the main structure that's holding the water inside your swimming pool. Now, the cacao over here, the cacao we talked about, it has a taproot. Taproot goes straight down. It has very narrow feeder roots that are on the top, and they're very thin, and they don't really do a lot of damage. So I think we'll keep the cacao. The cacao will actually grow very tall if you allow it to. But aggressive thing on that, and I think it would be overkill. It would be so neat having chocolate growing up. Now, we have bamboo over here. Bamboo, although it prevents another problem of the swimming pool. It has to do with all these leaves here. And it's going to blow and fall inside your swimming pool. So, for you, it's a matter of how much maintenance you really want to do if you put bamboo around your swimming pool. I am going to take the responsibility of cleaning. We'll have 2 skimmers on the swimming pool. One of the skimmers will actually be right over here. And normally a swimming pool, it's a daily task of maintenance. But we'll take on the chore. But I really like the bamboo on the back side. It's a really nice backdrop with bamboo here. And the wood. The last thing is our concrete. Concrete is usually something that's acceptable and